All right. Happy Thursday, everybody. We are fired up to be here tonight. It is Thursday night here at Travorium on the corporate Zoom presentation. Want to welcome in our Facebook audience as well. Whether you're here live or on the replay, this is the one place you want to be every Thursday night at 6 o'clock California time. But guys, tonight we're going to be telling you about our company, Travorium, a company that is just doing things in travel that have simply never, ever been done before. Now, we're big believers that documentation beats conversation. We're going to validate all of that for you tonight. We're going to show you how we're bringing a completely different model to the travel industry. And it's spreading all over the world like wildfire. We're in 78 different countries because we're showing people how to do the one thing they've always dreamed of doing their entire life at a price they never even knew was possible. Now, as we do every Thursday, we want to begin our presentation by sending this over to my beautiful wife, Miss Gina, and she's going to share with you how this whole thing began for us. How we went from, living paycheck to paycheck to a life we can't even believe. So, Miss Gina, take it away.
Thank you, Todd. And for all of our guests, I'm so excited to be here with all of you tonight. And this whole thing began as a complete fluke for Todd and I. We have a daughter who played softball and got a Division I scholarship to play softball back in Illinois. Well, with us living in California, we were spending lots of money on hotels, rental cars, and flights as we were traveling around the country to watch her play. So we were open to the idea of looking for ways to save money on travel. Well, we knew the owner of Travorium, Mr. David Hart's been a dear friend of ours for many years, and he told Todd that we needed to check out his new travel product. So we decided to give it a try. We got to book travel without all the extra markup, and yep, we started saving as much as 40%, 50%, and even 70% off on hotels. Well, as we started asking the other parents on the team what was their rate they were paying for the hotel, and when we shared ours, they wanted to know how they could do the same. So Todd and I continued to share our story with other sports parents and family and friends, and our team continued to spread. And before joining Travorium, we only knew one person outside the United States who lived in Canada. But as we continued to share our story, our team grew to over 70 countries. Well, as you can imagine, as our team spread, our income grew as well. And our income went at 10 times what I was making at my corporate job. I was able to walk away from that income. And it has been 3 years now, or 3.5 years now, that I get to work side by side with my husband. We travel the world and we show other families how they can do the same thing. Now, the name of our company is Travorium, and we are a better life company. We can show you how you can travel more, travel better, and travel for less. Did you know that travel is the single largest industry in the world? And most people, it is the number one thing on most people's bucket list. And there you see on the screen is our owner and CEOs, Mr. and Mrs. David and Adela Hart. Our company just entered into its 13th year in business. We are debt-free and we paid millions of dollars in commissions. Now we have customer service in multiple languages. And on the screen there, you see we have a corporate office in Temecula, California, a corporate presence in Madrid, Spain, and also Almaty, Kazakhstan. And what's pretty amazing is we have offices on 3 different continents as well. Now, as I was saying, travel is the single largest industry in the world, and most people have that as the number one thing on their bucket list. Well, why are more people not traveling? And they will tell you they simply can't afford it. Back to you, Todd.
Yeah, and Gina, when you talk about travel being the largest industry in the world, it's twice the size as the oil industry. And according to Bloomberg Finance, it's soon going to be 3 times the size as the oil industry. I mean, so guys, this industry is so massive. In fact, it is so big that if we only capture 1/4 of 1%, say that again, 1/4 of 1%, it makes us a $38 billion company bigger than Netflix. If we were to capture 1/100th of 1%, that's 0.0001 for your calculator. 1/100th of 1%. it would make us a $1.5 billion company. Well, guys, if you were to join our company today and become a participant in that growth, it would retire you, your kids, and your grandkids for life. So as you watch our presentation, I only ask you this question. Do you believe that it is possible with what I'm about to show you? Is it possible that we're going to capture 1/4 of 1% to maybe even just 1/100th of 1%, either number? It's enough for you to live the life of your dreams, because this has become a 7-figure business for my wife, Gina, and I. And again, we're no big deal. We're nothing special. We live paycheck to paycheck like everybody else, prior to getting involved with the company. And all we did was go out there and show people how to do the one thing they've always wanted to do their entire life: travel at a price they never knew was possible. There's a great quote from Zig Ziglar. If you can show enough other people how to get what they want, you can get everything that you want. So let me get into the details of how we do all this. Now, number one, our company, you're going to learn that you can book travel for up to 70% off. Number two, our membership is going to give you travel points every single month. It's part of the membership. Well, that's going to, if you do our platinum membership, our number one seller, 92% of the people do platinum, you're going to get enough travel points to go on a vacation, 2 vacations every 12 to 14 months. So you're going on a 4 and 5-star vacation. Again, a 4 and 5-star vacation every 6 to 7 months. Guys, the truth is most people have never been on a 4 and 5-star vacation. I hadn't. I'd never been in a JW Marriott. I'd never been in a Ritz-Carlton or Waldorf Astoria. I'd never been any place. I mean, we were lucky if we got a campground with a shower at it. Most people have never been on those kind of vacations. And we're going to show you how you can go once every 6 to 7 months. And here's the best part. Not only can you go for less, we're going to show you how you can go for free. FREE, cost you nothing, nada, goose egg, zilch, zip, cero dinero. It translates in every language, because we're going to show you a multitude of ways, 5 different ways that you can travel with our company, and it is not going to cost you one single dime. It will not come out of your already stretched family budget. And that's why our company's booming. We recognize massive demand of people that want to travel, but they can't go because they don't have the money. We create the money that allows you to travel the world and live your dreams. And guys, not only can you travel for less, not only can you then learn how to earn free travel, but if you so choose, you can partner with our company, turn passion into profit, fun into fortune. And guys, you're going to find out that you came here. My quote from my buddy Adam just a moment ago. He says, I started to have a whole lot of fun and it turned into a whole lot of dollars. And so many of you, right, will end up saying, man, I don't just want to save money on travel. I don't just want to earn travel, but man, I want to show some other people how to do the same thing and build the kind of income that people are making around here, which is allowing people to do what they want, when they want, anytime they want. Now, the first thing that we do as a company is we allow you to book at better than travel agent rates. Okay, that means travel with no markup on resorts, hotels, cruises, rental cars, parks, tours, activities, entertainment, show tickets, concert tickets, NFL tickets, going to the movies, Six Flags, Disney, museums. Guys, there's so many different ways that you're going to save money. That the truth is that most of you, just in this kind of miscellaneous hodgepodge, I rented a car. That's right. I went to Six Flags. I went to a couple of movies. We went to a ball game. And you go back and say, wow, we saved more money than it even cost for the company's biggest membership they sell. You're going to save more money just on the miscellaneous than the biggest membership we even sell. That means that you're getting the membership for free, which means you're getting the travel points for free. And those travel points are going to give you 2 vacations a year. That's right, for basically free, right? So that's the number one way. We're going to show you how to travel the world for free. We have 4 more to go. We're just beginning. Now, understand that when you book with our company, you are absolutely positively guaranteed to save money. In fact, we have a 110% price match guarantee. If you find a rate lower than ours on any public travel site, good luck with that. But if you do, get fired up, send it to the company. Not only will they match the rate, they'll refund 10% of your money. Now, I want to get into what I call the documentation side of our business, okay? This is the pricing demonstration, a side-by-side price comparison. I did this screenshot right off my mobile phone. And you can see this is Expedia on the right. That is Travorium on the left. Now, I understand that it's a PowerPoint. I understand it's a little small. Some of you may have to break out the readers like me. You may have to get in a little close and say, okay, yeah, that's the same hotel. Okay, that's the same week. Okay, that's the same room. It's the same everything. And then you see the price. You're like, wait a minute, hold on. How is this even the same place? How is that possible? You guys are half the price. How are you guys getting a better rate than Expedia? That's the number one question we get. And guys, the answer is that we do not. We do not have a better rate than Expedia. Expedia has access to the same rate we do. They could have sold the hotel for $2,300, but they have a different business model. See, Expedia says, they only want $2,300. Let's mark it up to $4,400. Let's go run tens of millions of dollars in commercials on television. Then they chose to go out and buy up every travel site you can think of. So guys, you think you're price shopping. Well, I went to this site. I went to that site. I went to Trivago. I went to Priceline. I went to Booking.com. I went to Orbitz. I went to Travelocity. I went to Cheap Tickets. I went to Kayak. I went to this place and that place. I went to Agoda. And guys, every single one of them is owned by the same two companies. You're traveling from site to site to site. They're laughing. They're going, I wonder who he's going to choose, because you're going to the same place. They're controlling the price. There's this kind of collusion that's happening in travel that's allowing them to jack the price up to $4,400 when the real price is $2,300. And we're bringing a different model as a company. We're bringing what I call the Netflix model. Now, if you think about Netflix, they came out at a time when Blockbuster Video was king of the jungle. If you want to rent a movie, it cost you money. Oh, you want to rent 2 movies, cost you twice as much. Oh, you wanted 3 movies, cost you 3 times as much. They'll bring them back on time. They're going to hit you triple fees every single day. They're charging you per movie. Here comes Netflix, says, you know what? We're not going to make money selling movies. We're just going to sell you a membership that allows you to watch an unlimited number of movies. Well, what happened next? Blockbuster goes bankrupt and Netflix becomes a $38 billion company. Well, that model was so popular. Apple Music copied the model. If you remember, Apple Music used to sell per song. They don't do that anymore. Today they say, hey, join the membership, unlimited music. Spotify, same thing. Pandora, same thing. Well, guys, rather than applying the Netflix model to the $15 billion music industry, how about we apply it to the $15 trillion travel industry? Guys, we don't make money selling travel. We sell a membership that allows you to book travel with no markup. Hence, you're booking it for 40, 50, 60, 70% less. Let me give you another example. On the screen, again, you might have to put on the readers, get a little close, but it's the same place, same price, same day, same everything. And you look at the price, you're like, you got to be kidding me. These guys jacked it up $3,000. I mean, at some level, that should infuriate you. But obviously, with our company, you can save huge money. I can sit here and do this all night long. I could do cruises, I could do rental cars, I could do excursions, I could do show tickets and NFL tickets and all that kind of stuff, Six Flags. You're like, holy crap. And so again, we're going to save you a fortune. Now, the number 2 way that you can save money on, that you can travel the world for free. Number 1, you're saving a lot more money than the membership cost. That is a stone cold fact for many of you. Now, the second way, as a member of our company, you can hand out our travel site to whomever you wish for completely free. Completely free. Let's say you give it to your mother-in-law, you give it to your father-in-law. Now they can't save $3,000 on this trip like you and I can. They can only save half as much. So they go there and they save $1,500. Well, guys, if you save your mother-in-law or your father-in-law $1,500, you just became their favorite daughter-in-law or son-in-law. Hey, that's my number 1 right there. I mean, you save your parent, your in-laws $1,500, you're back on the A party list. All right. So number 1, I saved my in-laws $1,500, my neighbors, my best friend, my coworkers, some bum in the street I bumped into. I gave it away for free. I saved somebody $1,500. You go to your Travorium back office. Well, guess what? For every dollar you save them, you look in your back office, you can earn up to the same amount of money in free travel. So if they save $1,500, you go back there and say, wow, I just got up to $1,500 in free airfare. I just got up to $1,500 in free rental car, $1,500 in free hotel, up to $1,500 in excursions, show tickets, concert tickets, or you know what? Just send me an Amazon gift card and I'll spend my up to $1,500 over there. right? But guys, you can go out there and hand out the site to as many people as you wish, and you are going to make thousands of dollars in this category, way more money than the cost of our membership. So this is the second way that you can travel the world for basically free. We got 3 more to go. We're only on number 2. Now, we have cruises, every kind of cruise line you can imagine. Their price, yuck. Our price, $1,400 less. You can sit there and do this all night long. As good as all of that is, okay, that is not what made us boom. What made us boom is what I'm about to show you next. It's our Dreamcation platform. And this is where we can show anybody, anywhere, any budget, how they can have that dream vacation every single year. Now, in our getaway section, we have more than 365,000 weeks available right this very moment. In fact, guys, our CEO and founder and his lovely wife, Miss Adela, they're worth about $100 million. Okay. They can travel anywhere, any place they want to. But a couple of weeks ago, they were in the Canary Islands. They booked it on our getaways. They were in the Canary Islands for 7 nights, 8 days for basically $1 per night. Well, guess what? Right now, they're in Cabo San Lucas. They're at a place called Cabo Blank. We're recording here, so I can't say the name of the place, but it's not Cabo Red. It's not Cabo Green. It's not Cabo Yellow. Okay. But it's Cabo, and then choose a color that's not one of the colors I mentioned in a Spanish word. They're at that place. It's a 5-star resort. Guys, the rooms go there for, thousands of dollars per week. They're down there for like $125. They got a 3-bedroom unit, 3-bedroom, full kitchen, living room, 5-star. They're there for next to nothing, right? We have 365,000 weeks, okay, available right this very moment. No blackout dates, no contracts. There's no lack of inventory, no presentations. Guys, you can cancel anytime you wish, no penalties. Hashtag, this is not a timeshare. Never buy a timeshare. We're bringing a completely different model. And so I'm just simply going to show you the kinds of vacations that you're going to become accustomed to. And guys, you're going to get a vacation like this once every 6 to 7 months. Here's that Canary Islands I told you about, $1 per night. Maybe you want to go to Cabo San Lucas, get a 1-bedroom suite. 7 nights, 8 days, $149. You want to go to Orlando, get the 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, full kitchen, living room, dining room, flat screen TV, right outside of Disney. 8 days, $142. Then we have our world tours. Now, guys, the world tours, this is the signature thing we do. This is the thing that people rave about the most, okay? So the getaways are 7 nights, 8 days, got your full kitchen, get your own food. The world tours, they're always at 4- and 5-star resorts. We're talking JW Marriott's, Ritz-Carlton's, the Grand Hyatt, okay? Regular Hiltons and Marriott's, right? But always a 4- and 5-star resort. Almost always there's food involved. Now, these are typically 5 days. Some people say, well, why 5 days? Some people only get a week off for vacation. Takes a day to fly there, a day to fly home, 5 days of vacation, that's your week. So we got some trips that are longer, we got some trips that are shorter. We're trying to accommodate everybody's, schedule. Now, the world tours, we have 10 to 18 different trips every single month. Now, these are preset dates, preset destinations. And of course, there's no lack of places to go. Every month, there's 10 to 18 different places to choose from. Now, when you go on a world tour, you're not going to be there alone. For example, if you went to Prague, my wife and I were there in November. When we were there, we're this unbelievable place in Prague, the Czech Republic. I mean, the resort was wow. We were there for $1. I mean, wow. I mean, we're in Prague, wow. Incredible resort, wow. Breakfast included, wow. And we only paid $1 after we traded in our free platinum travel points. How do we get the points for free? Well, we've already covered 2 ways. One, we save a lot more money on the membership than it even costs. 2, we hand out the travel site, right? And that's only 2 of the 5 ways. We traded in our free points. We went there for $1. Now, when we were there were 300 other people from our company there. And guys, you're going to find out that when you get around like-minded people, it's like unbelievable. The energy is infectious. It creates this new experience. It's epic. When you come back, you're going to call me on the phone and say, okay, Todd, I get it. I thought I understood it before. I thought it was about the place and the price. I mean, Prague, 5-star, $1. I mean, what's not to like? But when you go on a trip, you realize, you know what? It's not just about the place and the price. It's about this connection to like-minded people, going there with everybody else, It was absolutely incredible. The energy was incredible. I met so many people from all over the world. I now have friends in all these different countries. This is just amazing. And I'm learning about their country and they speak different languages. I mean, this is just incredible. I'm going to fly to the Canary Islands and I got a friend that I met on a world tour who picked my wife and up at the airport. We went to Spain. We had a friend that we met on a world tour, picked us up at the airport. I mean, we'd never been to Spain before, but now we got friends there that when we're there, welcome to my country. I mean, so guys, it's this incredible experience. So let me get back to the world tours. So 10 to 18 different ones every month. These are the kinds of places you can become accustomed to. Venice, Italy, 5 days. Guys, this is a beautiful, beautiful, incredible place. I mean, this should be one of the wonders of the world. Venice is a floating city. Breakfast included, the glass tour factory that you're going to go on, $259 after you trade in your free platinum travel points. You want to go to Dubai? 5-star, 6 days, breakfast included. You're there for $7. Trade in your free points, pay $7. I mean, guys, I've had countless people said, you know what? I'm going to pick up your vacation for you. What? Yeah, $7. Here you go. Like, oh man. It's like, literally, this is what it's costing you, $7. I'll cover, you know what? I got you. I got you, right? And people laugh, but I've done it multiple times. It's just like, it's kind of cool. Hey, don't forget, I sent your family on vacation, right? $7. But guys, start having some fun again. You want to go to Montego Bay, all the food, all the drinks, 5-star, oceanfront, you and your spouse, total price less than $600. You want to go to Las Vegas, 5-star resort, $4 a night. You want to go to the beaches of Hawaii, $100 a day. You want to be in Manhattan, one of the most unbelievable places in Manhattan where the rooms go for $800 a night and you're there for $399 for all 5 days, breakfast included. And guys, we have 3 levels of membership. We have our small, we have our medium, and then we have the one that everyone actually buys. So the small, $52 per month. That's 600 and some odd dollars a year. What am I getting for $600? You're getting to book it better than travel agent rates. So to give you an example, my good friend Jeff Miner rented a truck, say $1,400. Guys, $1,400 on a single transaction. That's 2.5 years worth of membership at the smallest membership we have. Okay. So let's do the math here, right? So the smallest membership we have, he just saved a lot more, right? Well, if he does the medium membership, that's $75 a month, take that times 12 months, that's $900. He saved $1,400. So he could have bought the medium membership, okay, and still had 500 and some odd dollars in his pocket. And he got one 4- and 5-star vacation every year completely for free. Save more money on a single transaction that even costs for the medium membership. How about the biggest membership? Well, that's $135 a month. So for $135 a month, I'm getting 2 vacations a year, but off one single transaction, a car rental, I save $1,400. That means that I'm only paying $200 to go on 2 vacations that year because I saved almost as much money as it costs for the biggest membership off one single transaction. My friends Norm and Annette, they have friends that bought Dallas Cowboy tickets, saved $1,800. Guys, they just paid for 3 years worth of the smallest membership. Okay, they just paid for 2 years worth of the medium membership. They just paid for 1 year with $200 in their pocket for the biggest membership off one single set of Dallas Cowboy tickets, and they're not even any good. Now, maybe I got my friend, my wife's a Cowboy fan, by the way. I got a good friend, Alicia Davis. She bought several concert tickets. Guess what? She saved so much money on her concert tickets. It paid for 2.5 years at the smallest membership, paid more for the biggest membership, or basically paid for the biggest membership we have, right? So I can sit and do this all night long, but guys, you're going to save a lot more money with all of the savings we have than it even costs for the memberships. Now, if you want to do the platinum, our number one seller, it's $269 one time only. It's $135 per month starting 30 days later. $269 today, 30 days from now, $135. Unless you're like my friend Trudy out of Barbados. Trudy went out and told 3 people within her first 24 hours. She said, man, you got to check this thing out. 3 people said, man, I love it. I want to get a membership. Well, because Trudy referred 3 people to our company, the company says, hey, we're going to start giving you a commission on those 3 customers every single month. Well, that commission is bigger than the cost of the membership So they just take her membership fees right out of the commission she's getting paid because she told 3 people. This is the third way you get to travel the world for basically free because Trudy's no longer paying for the membership. Her commissions are paying for the membership. It took her 24 hours. Now, maybe it's going to take you 2 to 4 days. Maybe it's going to take you 24 days. Maybe it's going to take you 2 to 4 weeks. Maybe it's going to take you 24 weeks. I don't know you. I don't know your mix of skills. But if Trudy can do it in 24 hours, it's clearly something doable. And now, not only am I saving more on the entire membership than I'm even spending, not only have I handed out the free travel site and earned thousands of dollars in free travel, but now that I told 3 people, I'm not even paying for the membership with my credit card. Well, then I decide I want to be a partner. I want to go out and make some money. I want to show some other people how they can do the same thing. Well, guys, that is a one-time annual decision of $99. I get the replicated website, the ID, the back office, the tracking, the training, Travorium University. I get all of that. Now, that also means I now have a home-based business. I'm trying to make money. I have an intention for a profit. Well, if you go see your local tax professional, your tax professional is going to inform you. Well, now that you got a home-based business, you can write off your house, spouse, kids, meals, travel, entertainment, cell phones, miles on your automobile. Your CPA is going to inform you that you are saving now $400 to $500 per month, real money in your pocket. As you're saving 4 to 5 times as much in taxes as it even costs for the membership. And then you say, yeah, but I don't want to pay that $135 a month. Your CPA says, hello, it's not costing you $135 a month. That $135 is your home-based business. That's what's giving you the tax write-offs to save $400 to $500 a month. Whose side are you on? And so when you fully grasp the math of our entire program, this is the number 4 way. Wow, I'm saving thousands of dollars in taxes, thousands of dollars more than it even costs for the membership, which gives me 2 vacations a year. I'm traveling the world for the 4th time for free. And then finally, you go out there and you begin to share this information with others. You begin to share how they can travel for less, how they can earn free travel, or how they can partner with our company to make some money. And guys, all we do is we have a model called incentivized sharing. We take that money that others, Expedia, Booking.com, Priceline, they spend tens of millions of dollars on television commercials that nobody watches, right? Today, people DVR their shows and fast forward through the commercials, but they keep spending their tens of millions. They want to go waste their money with the networks. We don't want to do that. We want to give the customer the ability to book travel for 40, 50, 60, 70% off, how they can earn free travel. Then we want to give them the incentivized sharing, the incentive to share their savings online, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, in person. Share your savings. Show people what you paid, okay? And by doing that, that attracts other customers. Guys, we've never, ever advertised as a company, never once. And yet we're doubling in size every 8 to 12 months. How are you guys doubling in size? Word of mouth. We give the customer such a great deal. They happily tell their friends and family how they can save some money on travel, how they can earn some free travel, or most of us know a few people that are looking to make some extra money. This is a great way to do it. So you can partner with the company. And guys, as that model of friends telling friends, as it spreads, as the customer base gets bigger, your check's going to get bigger. If you help enough other people get what they want, you can get everything you want. And guys, the reason this is significant, it was Warren Buffett, the 5th richest man in the entire world, who recently said, unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. And so guys, I mean, you got 1 of 2 options. You can be one of those 80-year-olds working at Walmart because you can't pay your bills, because the old model of go to school, get good grades, get a job, get a degree, get a job, it's all going to be okay. Guys, what a bunch of horse, you know what? No one's buying that story anymore. Nobody. In fact, 72% of America is no longer even middle class. 72% of America. They got mom working, dad working, and they're driving Uber on the weekends. They're working 3, 4 jobs, and they're not even middle class. They couldn't afford to buy a brand new home today. Thank goodness they bought their home years ago, but a brand new home costs $400,000. You have to make $120,000 a year to afford a $400,000 home. Average income in America, household income, $80,000. They're 40,000 upside down. Now, it wasn't that way back when. We used to watch the TV shows, Mike and Carol Brady, the Brady Bunch. Mike was the only one working. They had 6 kids, a great house, a station wagon. They had a maid. They went on vacations, right? Leave it to Beaver. One person working used to be enough for a great lifestyle. Then it became 2 people. Then it became 2 people working a part-time job. Now it's 2 people working full-time. They're both working part-time, and they're not even middle class. I mean, guys, the big debate in Congress, all of these kids are graduating with $100,000, $200,000 in student loan debt. They can't even make enough money to pay the debt back. They're living in their parents' basement. The Congress is debating, man, maybe we should bail these kids out. Maybe we should forgive all of that debt. Joe Biden tried multiple times to try to forgive that debt. Now, again, I'm not getting political here. Whether you're for it or against it is not the point, because some people love that idea. Some people are against that idea. That's not the point. The point is, what part of a government bailout sounds like it's working? And so we're showing people a brand new way. And the largest industry in the world, bringing a brand new model, the Netflix model. We already know that it works. Netflix has boomed. Well, then Apple Music copied that model. Apple Music, $10 a month, is boomed. Then Pandora and Spotify, boomed. And then you look at our company, we're booming, doubling in size every 8 to 12 months, okay? All you have to do is get out of your own way and say, man, you know what? If you can't beat them, join them. I want to go where people are having success. I want to go where people are having fun. I want to go where people are living their dreams. They're traveling the world. They're having fun, right? I want to be around a community of people like that. I want to be part of something new, something fresh, something different, bringing a different perspective, a different model, one that helps people, helps consumers. Okay. So you go out there and you begin to share it. Now, in our compensation program, you have 2 legs. Okay. You have a left leg and a right leg, just like your physical body. You have a left leg, you have a right leg. You have a left arm, you have a right arm, okay? So you have a left leg and you have a right leg. So let's assume that you go out there and you bring on Jeff. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? So Jeff's the very first person I bring on board. I got Jeff on my left leg. Well, then I go out there and I bring in Kimberly. Hey, Kimberly, and I got Kimberly on my right leg. That's my sister's name. I got Jeff on the left, I got Kimberly on the right. Anybody else that I bring on board from here on out forevermore, doesn't matter who, is going to go below Jeff or Kimberly, one of the 2. Well, let's assume that I bring on Mary. Hey, Mary. And I put Mary down below Jeff. Well, Mary doesn't know Jeff and Jeff doesn't know Mary. Doesn't matter. Mary goes out there and builds a huge business. Customers all over the world. Jeff's like, go, Mary, go. I mean, he didn't even know Mary. I just happened to put Mary down below him. But guess what? He's going to benefit in the daily compensation program just like everybody else. Well, then I go over on the other side. And I put my buddy Kyle Thrower, I put that down below Kimberly. Kimberly doesn't know Kyle. Kyle doesn't know Kimberly. Doesn't matter, because Kyle's out there building a big business and Kimberly's like, go, Kyle, go, because she's going to benefit in the daily compensation program. My point is, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. People are here to help you. People are here to help you build, and they're going to put people below you and all those other kind of stuff, right? And the bigger that customer base gets, the bigger that check's going to get. So let's assume you got 2 on the left, 2 on the right. You're right. You're building 2 legs straight down. Well, those 4 people tell a couple people each. Next thing you know, you got 8 customers in your left leg, 8 customers in your right leg. Well, guess what that means? You are now earning, look over here on the far left, 300 minimum, cannot be less, to 700 per month. Most of you are in that 500 to 600 a month range. So 300 minimum, some of you are 700, most of you are in the 500 to 600 a month range. How did you get there? I told 4 people, got myself some free vacations. They told a couple people each. Next thing I know, the company starts sending me a check for $500-600 every month. That's the 5th way. I'm now earning, I'm not even paying for the membership. I'm saving more money than it costs. I'm handing out a free travel site. I'm saving thousands in taxes. Now the company sends me a check for $500 every month. I am traveling the world for free. This is the 5th way. Well, those 8 customers on each side tell a couple people each. You got 25 customers in your left leg, 25 customers in your right leg. We've had some people do that in 2 weeks. Some people do that in 2 months. Some people do that in 2 quarters, right? But guess what? You're now earning minimum $750 a month. Cannot be less. Some of you are $2,500 a month. Most of you are in the $1,500 to $2,000 per month income range. Well, those 25 customers on each side tell a couple people each. You got 63 customers left, 63 customers right. On average, you're in that $3,000 a month income. Those 63 people tell 1 person each. You got 125 left, 125 right. Guess what? You're now in that $4,000 per month income. Some of you are 5 grand. They tell a half a person each, or you get half them to tell a whole person each, right? You only need 188 customers in your left leg, 188 in your right leg, and you become an ambassador in our company. Well, what's that mean? It means that you're earning $9,000 to $12,000 per month. Some of you are earning 108,000. Most of you are earning 125,000 to 144,000 per year. Now, this is residual income. This is money that's going to come in whether you work or not. We had a guy, Pastor Guy Taylor, amazing individual. He was a 2-star director when he died. And his granddaughters, Ava and Gracie, they're 4 years old and 6 years old. They inherited that business. Now, they're too young to run a business, so the money goes into a trust account. Well, not only did the 2 grand keep coming in, but all those people kept sharing the savings. Next thing you know, he was making 3 grand a month, 5 grand a month, 8 grand a month, 12 grand a month, 14 grand a month. I mean, his income keeps going up, and this has happened since he died. This is money coming in. It's residual money. It's going to go to your kids, your grandkids, legacy, leaving something behind, right? This is the kind of model that people are learning that, man, I got to go embrace this kind of a model if I want to survive in today's economy, because there's no longer enough time to exchange for money to ever get ahead. You can't drive enough Uber hours. I don't care if you wake up at 6 a.m. and you go until 9 p.m. at night. You can make a living, but you are just never going to live the life you want to dream. Live the life that you dreamed of living. You're just scraping by, right? Hoping to, just maybe I can keep ahead of the creditors, keep ahead of the bill collectors. I mean, guys, that's not living. That's just surviving. That's just getting by, right? And I get you got to do it today, but you can start working with our company part time, and over part-time effort, get to a place where you can work your way out of that situation so you can do the things you really want to do in life. What, guys, as your income, as your team, your customer base continues to grow, your income is going to continue to grow. And this will go all the way up to as much money as you want to make, right? We got Eager and Larissa. They've only been here 2.5 years. They're going to make over $100,000 a month any moment. They're about to cross over the threshold. 100,000. They ain't even been here 3 years, and they're over 100,000 a month. We got Ark and Tatiana, only been here 3 years, 500 grand a year. Yeah, you look at Daryl and Maria, 500 grand a year. There's all kinds of people winning in a big, big way. Now, when you become an ambassador, you also get the Louis Vuitton experience. Now, guys, people have just raved and raved and raved about the Louis Vuitton experience, right? People, love every bit of this. But rather than me tell you about it, I want to bring my wife back on because she's been part of the Louis Vuitton experience multiple times now. And so without any further ado, Miss Gina, tell us about Louis Vuitton.
All right, thank you, Todd. So the Louis Vuitton experience was created by one of our founders, Mrs. Adela Hart, and it is an absolute world-class 5-star experience. Every year during the annual ambassador trip, the company takes all the ambassadors to Louis Vuitton. And it is so fun. Every year we've gone to a different location. This past year we were in Cancun. The year before was Las Vegas. And the year before that was Paris. And right there on the screen is the Paris Louis Vuitton that we were in. And the company takes you over to Louis Vuitton. We were in a black limousine van. And when we pulled up, the entire staff was outside waiting for us to greet us. They started twirling and dancing with Mrs. Hart. They, greeted us and welcomed us in and escorted us up to the 4th story. Now, typically at this Louis Vuitton, it's the largest one in the world. And typically at this Louis Vuitton, it is like waiting for the brand new amusement park ride that just opened up. The line wraps around the building and it's like an 1.5 hour wait. But we were walked straight inside. They took us up to the 4th story, 2 private showrooms. And these showrooms are usually available and reserved for celebrities, NBA, professional athletes, very wealthy and famous people. But they were beautiful showrooms, and they started serving us macaroons, sparkling cider, sparkling water, champagne. And the Louis Vuitton that we were at in Cancun, it was endless champagne. They would came found you wherever you were in the showroom, and they kept offering us more champagne. But during that time, we also get assigned a private shopping specialist, and she stays with you and helps you, go through and kind of figure out what you would like. Typically it could be very overwhelming if you've never been able to be in this situation where you get to just go be treated so amazing and get to shop on a company's credit card, right? So Mrs. Hart does a really good job also. I just think it's so special when I watch her do this. But she really goes around to all those first time people in Louis Vuitton and kind of helps them figure out what you may want. Some people are looking for that handbag. Some people want shoes, sunglasses, perfume, fragrance. Men may want a scarf or shoes, or women want a scarf. We even have one ambassador who got a mink stole one time. So you're always looking for what's going to, really, what's your style, what makes you feel special. But this is just one of the many experiences that you get to participate in when you become an ambassador with our company.
Yeah, pretty incredible. And I think that it's emblematic of what the entire company's about. When you think about the Louis Vuitton, I mean, pulling up in the big limousine van, you got the 4-story tall, the busiest Louis Vuitton in the world in Paris, France. There's a line out the door. You got to wait an hour just to get in line, just to go inside. But you pull up in a limousine, you got the staff waiting out front, like the king and queen. Yes, welcome back, Your Highness. All right, they're waiting out front for your arrival. And then you walk straight into the place. I mean, people start taking your picture, paparazzi, like, who are these freaking people? I mean, are they in movies? I mean, they must be famous. I mean, why are they walking straight in? And so you go, I mean, that's just a dream experience. Well, the same is true, guys, when you get to travel with us. It's not just about traveling more. It's not just about, traveling for free. When you get to see the kinds of places, me and Gina just got back from Portugal. We were in Algarve, Portugal. I mean, guys, OMG. The resort, I mean, the room was $800 a night. $800 a night. They got a Rolex store in the middle of the hotel, a Rolex store. I mean, if it doesn't tell you the kind of place that you're at, they got a champagne bar out on the edge of the cliff. They got all these restaurants. I mean, the place was just, wow. I mean, again, we're putting people in the places that most people only dreamed of going. And you're going to get to go twice a year for free. There's 5 different ways to do that. And then, of course, as you share that information, guys, you can turn fun into dollars, and you can end up, changing your life. Countless people in our company are doing that. But guys, we have to have my buddy Kyle Thrower on here. Now, Kyle lives in Las Vegas, Nevada, and he has been in Vegas his whole life. He's worked in the resort industry in Vegas in some form, flavor, or capacity his entire life. Now, if you don't know this, Vegas knows something about resorts, okay? I mean, they got the people flying in here left and right. In fact, not too far from where Gene and I live, because we bought a home here in Las Vegas area. There's a private airport, not the Las Vegas airport. There's a private airport, not but 7 minutes from our house. And this is where the huge private jets fly in. They get picked up in the limousines. They get taken over to the casinos with the huge suites and all of the bells and whistles and the show tickets and the dining and the shopping. And Vegas knows something about resorts, okay? You get, the sheiks and the oligarchs and, the tycoons coming in here left and right. Well, Kyle has worked in this industry his entire life, meaning this man knows something about resorts. He knows something about amenities. He knows what it looks like when it's good and what it looks like when it's not good. So, Kyle, with that background in mind, how long you been with the company? How many trips you been on? And tell us about some of your favorites.
I've been with the company for 8.5 years now, and I am on my 39th booking with the company.
Wow.
And my favorite places are beaches along Mexico, four-way tie, 3 Cancuns and 1 Puerto Vallarta. And so just love the products, love the amenities, love the benefits, and it gets better every year. Thank you, David and Della Hart. And just want to travel more, travel better, and travel for less.
Now, Kyle, as a guy that's been here for, again, 8.5 years, I mean, you're one of the oldest customers the company has. I mean, the company's been around 13 years, but I mean, you're 8.5 years. I mean, you're up there. I mean, so what is it about the company? I mean, why? I mean, 8.5 years later, you're in love with it. I mean, what would you say to people that are perhaps looking at the company for the first time? People that are, hey, I don't know, is this too good to be true? I mean, what would you say to someone that just doesn't understand, what we're doing? They think it's too good to be true because they don't understand how much, the travel industry is marking stuff up. I mean, it's not too good to be true. We're just getting rid of the markup, right? But what would you say to people that are looking at it, just for the first time?
I was born and raised here, and I think I'm like a lot of people out there. You traveled to maybe go see your grandmother, and you stayed on the couch. You went to cousins' houses, and they grabbed the blankets, and everybody's sleeping on the floor. I was in groups in school and band trips and all that type of stuff, and we shared the rooms and the place. You're lucky if it was a 2 star, but when you're that young, you didn't really think of the star rating. You just hope it had a pool that you could wet your ankle in. And that was my travel past for the most part. A couple of better trips when I became an adult, uh, but I was here, so in Las Vegas. So I I would go to the places and I really didn't think about it uh, like like everybody else now. Growing up, I just sort of went and enjoyed the amenities and left, and had some interesting things happen. But for the most part, I didn't travel for like 19 years because I was working 1 or 2 jobs, going to school, and so I didn't think. After a while, I just didn't think about the trips, or I didn't have the time, or didn't have the money. So my whole goal to be in this company was to take a trip, and that ended up being a cruise, which led to another cruise, which led to both coasts. I never went on the East Coast before. So I've gone to Orlando, Florida. Like I said, I've taken 39 trips now. So I've gone to Daytona Beach, Orlando, Florida, Ormond Beach, Florida, Cancun 3 times, Puerto Vallarta, Ensenada twice on 2 cruises, Catalina Island. And before these places, I'm like, maybe one of these days I'm going to go to them. Now with this company, you don't have to watch those travel shows on TV, because when you're in this company, you're going to do better than what those travel shows are showing. So I'm enjoying the amenities and enjoying meeting great people at the same time.
I began our presentation tonight, Kyle, asking everybody, hey, when you see this model we're about to show you, the only question is, do you believe we can get 1/4% of the population to say, you know what, man, over here at Expedia, it's twice as much as over here at Travorium. I mean, I think I like this new model better, right? Can we get 1/4 of 1%? That makes us bigger than Netflix. Forget that. What if we can only get 1/100th of 1%? That's the 0.0001. Okay. 3 zeros and a one point. I mean, 1/100th of 1%, the tiniest little fracture. That makes us a $1.5 billion company. If you guys come on board and you are a participant in that growth, starting from where we are today, it would retire you, your kids, your grandkids for life. You would have what Warren Buffett talks about, right? You would have money that comes in, whether you work or not. You're making money while you sleep because you got this residual income, just like Pastor Guy Taylor, who's up in heaven, and his business went from a couple grand a month to a serious 6-figure income that his granddaughters, 4 and 6, have going to a trust account. And when they're 18, they will be millionairesses, right? So guys, based on what you heard from Kyle tonight, based on what you heard from my wife Gina tonight, based on what you heard from me tonight, as you see the pricing, as we demonstrate over and over 5 different ways that not only can you travel for less, but you can earn free travel, how you can partner with the company and build a residual income at a time when right now in America alone, now this is a global phenomenon. This is all over the world. My wife and I just came back from Spain. You know what the average income in Barcelona, Spain is, Kyle? $1,400 a month. You know what their rent is per month? 1,000. They have only $400 left over after rent. You think that those? I mean, we were at the Louis Vuitton in Barcelona, and I'm asking the lady questions that's helping us. I mean, how long you been here? You get commissions, And I said, I go, how much you make? She goes, 14. I go, that's 1,400? She goes, yeah, my rent's about $1,000. I go, you ever thought about making more money? And she goes like this, Kyle. She goes, yeah, I'm looking. I mean, she want to make sure no one was looking, right? I mean, yeah. Hook a brother up. I mean, people all over the world are looking for a better way. And guys, maybe you're not looking for a better way. Maybe you don't want to travel. But I promise you, there's somebody on your street, in your neighborhood, in your family, in your inner circle, that if you share this with them, you don't want to do it, but you share it with them. Hey, I'm not going to do it, but I saw it and I thought maybe it'd help you. And they're going to come back and they're going to hug you, kiss you, and say, you've changed my life. You have that power, that ability, because there's people out there tonight praying that they'll find something that can lead them to a better tomorrow. But hey, Kyle, congratulations on 39 trips, 8.5 years with the company. We're gonna see you next week, right, in Vegas?
Yes. It's still a little bumpy, but yes, I'm here either way.
All right, all right, all right. We'll see you in Vegas. And guys, the company's just getting started. I can tell you that I happen to know right now. I happen to know personally right now. In fact, it was an hour ago that our CEO and founder, you guys can see I got a text right there from our CEO and founder, David Hart. He is doing something right now. It's costing the company millions of dollars, but it's going to be something pretty cool. We'll let him announce it. But the guy is always innovating, always doing something new. And when you see it, you're going to be like, OMG, you have got to be kidding me. And so he's got something pretty incredible that he's going to be unveiling, but we'll let him do that. That's his big surprise. I just happen to know about it. I'm like a kid in Christmas morning. I just, the best leak in the business, but I didn't tell you what it was. Just told you there was something coming. And so you're going to love it, right? You're going to like, oh my gosh. But for those of you that are out there, maybe you're new. I could tell you, Kyle can tell you, anyone that's been here for more than 2 minutes can tell you. The company's always innovating, always bringing something new, always doing like, wow. I mean, who just dreams this stuff up? They just keep making the program better and better and better. Guys, it's an incredible run. Hey, it's Thursday night. Tomorrow night, I know that me and Gina are doing we're doing a private Zoom. If you guys don't know about that, it happens to be on my phone number, 951-445-9500. That's my phone number. But it's my Zoom account too. So I had to go set up a Zoom. And they said you could set up your own number. I'm like, set up my own number. How do I set up a number I don't forget? Hey, how about my phone number? Right? So I made my Zoom account my phone number. And so I never wouldn't forget it. But tomorrow night, 5 o'clock California, 8 o'clock East Coast time, we'll be doing a Zoom. You're all invited if you want to come. I'm going to put my phone number in the chat here. You're all invited. Every night, we've been having, tons of people come on and share their story, like Kyle. And then every night we've had a different ambassador on there sharing their success. Tonight was Anita Pruitt. Incredible story, immigrated to the United States, didn't speak English. She was cleaning houses and doing stuff like that. And then eventually she did some part-time acting. And then she found our company. And guys, she's living the life that most people can only dream of. And she shared her story tonight. We had Arena on there. We had Chris Bailey on there. Every night we're going to bring on a different ambassador, a different 4-star. Every night you're going to get to hear from somebody that's having their life changed. And so again, that'll be tomorrow night. If you want alerts, if you want to find out about the Zooms we're doing, send me a text message to that same phone number. I'll put you on our text distribution list. You guys can know about the different Zooms we're doing, because I announced it today. We got Anita Pruitt tonight. I promise you're going to want to hear her story. Tomorrow night, it's going to be either Danny Segwinal or Dr. Phyllis Terry. Either one, doesn't matter, right? They're both amazing. I've already lined up Tanya Anderkoff. She's a 1-star ambassador, making almost $200,000 a year. She was a single mom, working 2 full-time jobs, had no time for herself. Next Tuesday, she's going to be on. Every single night we're going to be bringing somebody else to share their story. And so it's pretty powerful when we do that. So, hey, appreciate you guys all being here tonight. We're going to have a training call this Saturday. We told you why you might want to do the business. We haven't told you how. On Saturday morning, 9 a.m. California, 9 a.m. California. That is 12 o'clock if you're on the East Coast. We're going to be doing a training call. It's on this Zoom ID number that you're on right now. And so that'll be 9 a.m. California, 12 o'clock on the East Coast, the same Zoom ID you're on. We're going to have a training call with Mr. Daryl Roberts, the best to ever do it. I call him MJ Michael Jordan. And of course, I'll be on there, and we always have different guests that are on there as well. By the way, last week, our CEO and founder was on there. And so, guys, I mean, from time to time, you get to learn from our CEO and founder who has built massive teams in this space, made millions of dollars as a distributor, and then now he owns a company. But you can learn from him and be trained by him. And so we have those calls every Saturday. We're here to help every single one of you. Kyle, thank you for sharing your story. Gina, thank you so much, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night, hopefully. Otherwise, we'll see you on Saturday for the training call. And then don't forget, we get the fireside chat on Sunday with Ambassador Deborah Taylor, Ambassador Cynthia Sly, Pastor Mel Keys. They do a great job on Sunday. Hey, with that, guys, have a great evening, and God bless. Bye, everybody.